Going to talk about Odyssey, which was written after Iliad by Homer. 12th BC was the whole Trojan War, and it was written 200 years after. And at that time, there was no notebook or pen, and everything was mentioned orally. It was like the oral tradition that the rhapsods actually keep telling the stories to the other generations. So how much of this story is authentically written by Homer or other writers, or other actually rhapsods, we don't know. We have no clear idea about it. It is a poem. It is called epic poem, and we call something epic when it is about a grand when it has a grand style on a very serious subject matter regarding bravery, nobleness, courage, and about a hero, larger than life hero, about heroism. And then you're reading Iliad, and it's all about war. Trojan War. It is the war that lasted for 10 years over Helen, life of Menelaus, who some say was abducted by Prince, by Troy Prince, Paris, or some people say that she ran away with him. Whatever the reason was, this war lasted for 10 years, and then after Iliad we had Odyssey, and as you see, Odyssey is almost similar to Odds at Sea. There are many different psychological interpretations of this very important historical account written by Homer, mentioned by Homer, told by Homer at that time. And what I can say is about the cycle of violence, because even after the war, when it finally ended, after 10 years, and people went back, you see there is this violence and this basic instinct for death inside a human being, as Freud mentioned. And because the war, violence, and this aggression continues forever, even if there is no war, but there is no peace. And they find reasons in order to kill people. Or Odysseus, actually the king of Ithaca, after Trojan War, after everybody came back home safe, and then they were living, he was not found anywhere. So his wife Penelope and the son, they didn't know whether he's alive or dead, while actually series of things happens to him in different islands, and he was captivated by different nymphs, even slayed a cyclops, and then actually blind him with a spear. And finally Athena, the goddess of wisdom, decides, because she was in love with him, decides that he needs to go back to Penelope. The story ends like this. So it is open to discussion psychologically of whether when it is war we fight, or when even we seemingly are at peace, we look for something to fight, to be aggressive, to show violence.